Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Level Up in World of Warcraft as a Void Elf Shadowpriest. We are in Duskwood, the best zone ever made in terms of atmosphere and things, although I don't know if we're, if I'm properly being able to evoke that in here, because we're talking about other things, and I have done the zone a bunch of times, and I'm not reading the quests, I suppose, but man, oh man, this is it was such a spooky-ass zone for the longest time, and hard. This is one of the things that you did lose in the transition from vanilla to the sort of post-vanilla days. Just the sheer amount of content that would just randomly kill you and that you would need big groups for. It made it a pain in the ass to like complete and do level up things. There were Stitches who ran up and down the road and just murdered people who were unsuspecting for a long time and all kinds of stuff. And so these WoW Classic servers are being worked on very soon at BlizzCon. If you've got like a BlizzCon virtual ticket, you'll be able to try the WoW Classic demo and things. And I really enjoyed WoW in the vanilla days. And, there's great stories that people tell all the time. But the fact of the matter is, I think a lot of the value of those things came from not knowing. I'm going to try to do the AoE thing with this guy. You didn't know how it worked. And that's where just the fun and awesome it was. And the thing is, we know how it works now. And it won't be the same. And it's part of you like, you not knowing the first time and getting caught by someone like Stitches. And then after that, it was seeing everyone else get caught and not knowing how to do it. And complaining in chat and then asking for people to team up with them so that they could, do some of these harder challenges. The good old days. And I don't think there's any way to repeat that. It's like, I always say this too. It's like the first Matrix movie, a big part of what made it so good is not knowing, like, what is the Matrix? What's the explanation? How does this work? And then after that, like, once you know, that sense of discovery is gone. You can't get that back, right? So none of the other Matrix movies would ever quite hit that same note of, like, discovery and things. Although, I think people do over-criticize the other two Matrix movies. In particular, the second one's not as bad as I think as people make it out to be. It's got a lot of really fun and exciting bits. Hello, Nefaru. You are a rare of some kind. If we went and grabbed the talent that gave us bonus insanity from things, could we actually almost maintain our insanity counter while mind flaying? I don't know, there's probably stuff like that. Let's go and mine some gold. There's gold in them there hills. Man, these guys are really jittery. They actually make me think of player characters. Like NPCs on speed, which are basically what player characters are. You're in a battleground and stuff. Someone can't stop bouncing. That's usually me. I always feel like if I have to dodge something, I can clearly dodge something faster if I'm jumping, which is absolutely untrue. But, oh, there's more mining here. I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of mining to be done here. Book. There we go. And this low-level stuff does still sell because people are leveling up alts and they have a lot of money and they just want to go and, they'll buy some of the stuff to rush it. So it's probably fine. And in particular, it'll be nice to have it at higher level. And if you're going to do that, you may as well start at lower level. But again, I'm not gonna pick so much stuff that it diverts from my leveling time. Although here's an example of me doing exactly that, because I'm like, oh, I want to go and pick that herb. So now I have to do 2 extra fights. Hey, but we've leveled up 23. I was gonna say, did I just get bigger? But yeah, it's because I got Worgentine. I've been Worganified. Huh. So that's not the button I want. I have Shift P bound to opening my pet screen. This is blinking, so presumably something new, or do these just level up? Because they're sort of blinking. Flash heal. Purify disease. I don't remember if that was there before. I don't think we got anything new. Probably missing something. Look over at the talents. So we get Vampiric Touch at 24, which we're 1 level away. Alright, I don't know, maybe. Alright, let's go to town and turn this in. Run away! So insanity doesn't auto-decay, at least when I'm in combat. I assume once I'm out of combat, does it decay over time? Or is it just like 10 seconds out of combat, it goes away completely? It's still not moving right now. Does it not change? Does it just persist? Maybe it's like combo points. They do stick around for a long time, but eventually they do fade away. If anything, it's probably like a minute or something like that. We shall see. Wow, I lean way back in the saddle. I just noticed. I wonder if I should be riding one of those horses that's got like the back restraint. Problem with some of these elves, they're just too willowy. Like, they don't get enough calcium in their diet or something. To be honest with you, I do not believe you get this far, but in fact, clearly a priest to be reckoned with. In fact, if you wish to formally join Master Caravan's struggle, I will gladly write you a letter of recommendation. Excellent. Bring this letter. So, more like you, we will outnumber the Night Watch. All right. And we'll get a new glove look that we don't have. Oh, do I have to go inside here? I'm so happy I didn't bump my head. That's one of the things. Again, everything's better when you're a druid. You don't tend to bump your head on many buildings entering them. Pressing matters. Cold reception. Extremely busy man. Press calor. No small feat. Unsavory types of foot. Battle against demons, the undead. Glory under the light. Thank you.
See you later.
Achievement progress. Citizen of Darkshire. I do like how they've got sort of sub-achievements for every zones now, which is very cool. All right, so we got ourselves a new look. It's not going to be an upgrade over my my heirloom gear. Although that's a glove. I don't actually have heirloom gear. Oh, it would just be lower level though. Yeah, interesting. All right, we got to do a little turning over here. Chicka, 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 chicka.
Hey there.
We got the muddy journal pages. Went and got it. Brave or insane. Yeah, that's basically what an adventurer is. Someone who's both brave and insane. Got a new wand look. Covered everything except the last page, which I've got right here. Don't look at me like that. You'll understand when you read it. Cursed Worgen. Da-da-da. Take the legend of Stalvan back to Tobias Mistmane. Will do. Whee! Thump. That jump on exiting the building is not actually just me being spazzy. There's a thing where the game, because of like just anti-lag technology, so you can ride a horse in here for a second before the server decides, okay, no, you're indoors and things. The same thing can happen when you walk outdoors. There's a minute sometimes, and it's more prevalent. So I can't mount here because I'm indoors. It's more prevalent when you're trying to shift your travel form as a druid. If you don't stop or somehow change your movement, it takes the game a second before it like truly says, okay, yeah, you're outside. I don't know if it's a problem so much with mounting this way, because I think the second you stop, it sort of updates. So as a druid, if you just try to shift, it might not go the first time. So by doing a jump, or if you do stop for a second, then you can shift. But as a druid, I don't like to stop because everything is instant. So I tend to jump when exiting buildings to sort of like reset that. Anyway. Yes, find anything about my brother. I guess we probably could have read that, couldn't we? Yeah. There you go. Everything is bad. Oh my god, it's terrible. Okay, we can read the entire legend. Feel free to pause and rewind. Or you just find it online. Okay. Wowhead or WowWiki is probably really good for that. Can't be. My brother was strong-willed, but such vileness, such sickness and violent, bloody evil. Oh, everything's terrible. Take my ring, bring it to Madame Ava. That woman's a follower of old arts and makes no secret of it. Call it madness, but I'll try anything at this point.
Long live Greymane.
Okay. Long live Greymane. Interesting. Huh. So you're from, Gilneas, right? Greymane would be... I'm trying to remember here. Am I getting confused? Maybe. Hey, Madame Ava. How's it going? She's really cool. Miss Mantle family ring. Interesting. Can't give Tobias the answer, but it can help you find the person who can. Stalvan Mismantle. Take it into the manor, yada yada yada. Summon him, kick his ass is what's going to happen.
Travels.
Slain. Will do. I think we can go and do that now. I don't think it's going to lead to anything else in the direction over here, but I think it's perfectly fine for just get it out of the way. Can people ride horses from level 1? Because it used to be you got your normal horse at 40 and your fast horse at 60, although it cost a fortune. It was like, I don't know, 50 gold or something like that. It was ridiculously expensive. I'm not being sarcastic. Like, whatever it was, and it was like a small number, like 50. 50 sounds like nothing these days. It's probably less than 50. It was probably like 10 gold. It was so much goddamn money back then. Do I have to be inside to use the ring? I do. There he is. Oh, he looks like a nice fella. Oh. It's not true, brother. Tell me you didn't die a murderer. All right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, about mounting. So they lowered it to, I think, 20, which is why, as a level 20 priest, we can start with it right away. I don't think level 1s can ride right away. And I think we might get the fast riding speed at 40 now, as opposed to 60. Oh, you are a worgen. Interesting. I don't think that was the case in vanilla. So this got a little bit retconned here, so that he's a Gilnean? I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, they wouldn't have had that model, so something's definitely different. See, brother, you're not so different. Dang, that's harsh, man. Killed your own brother. I mean, he was already dead, so, like... Oh, I feel bad. This whole zone is actually just about feeling bad all the time. So, this mount was a no-brainer for this character. This is the Exalted mount from the Order of Embers, which is a faction in Battle for Azeroth. And of course, because it's an Alliance mount, it's just a horse. Every goddamn time, it's just a horse. The Horde get all kinds of, like, different stuff. Alliance gets a horse. That being said, that is a cool-looking horse. So you just ran back over here, may have been right, she left the past behind, got a new life now, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here, have some transmogs. Thank you. Legend of Stalvan. Part of the pack when trying to keep my true self hidden away from people. Darkshire, I don't know. And react poorly to Worgen. More of us here, though, beyond the city. Companions, da-da-da-da-da-da. Please send word to the Apprentice Fess. Okay.
Good day.
Yeah, so this zone has definitely got a change in flavor since the actual Worgen were added to the game. Because up until then, all the Worgen were just, like, crazy feral things. But that is no longer the case. So that's kind of nifty. There used to be this Scythe of Elune somewhere in here too, right? That was like a big part of the thing. Although I don't think that was something that you quested at the time. I think that was something you came back for later. It was like a high level quest to like come back here and pick up the Scythe of Elune. I might be misremembering. And also, is the Scythe of Elune also the artifact item for Balanced Druids? I feel that those are all things. Those are all things that are true, but I can't connect all the dots and I don't remember the lore behind it. Want to go fight a dragon? I don't know if there's still a dragon over here. I don't know how that works, but it used to be. You just walk in there and die, because the dragon would eat you. World bosses, which I don't think got fought that much. I don't know. I mean, I didn't do hardcore raiding in vanilla. I did do some raiding. I went, I did a lot of the ZG 20-man raid. That was great stuff. And, you know, did Molten Core. I don't know. I think I might have done the first couple of bosses of, the dragony one in Black Rock Mountain. I can't remember what it's called at this point, but yeah, I think only like the first couple at the time. Corpse weed. Oh, how nice. Oh, I don't actually have to go in here. Let's dodge this for now. I'll probably have to go in here in just a second. I'm gonna go to the Crossroads, talk to Apprentice Fess, I think it was. Question mark and an exclamation mark. Okay, can I get up here? There's got to be a way. Oh, you know what? This is. I want to test something now. Spatial Rift. Does it go up hills? Nope. Wow. That is not a useful ability. Dang. I wonder if it goes down cliffs. I'm betting it doesn't. Hello, Apprentice Fess.
What can I do for you?
Tobias is staying in town still? Mr. Harris warned him not to pursue his brother's fate. All lead new lives now, after all. Passes are hard to let go. Oh, again, it didn't auto-complete. Or it didn't complete properly. Large amount of corpse weed. Master Harris's concoction. Tough to tangle with. Yeah, we'll be fine. Worgen. Raven Hill, concerned with curing the feral Worgen. Condition itself can't be lifted, but sanity being restored for those who aren't too far. Mound of loose dirt. That's the Scythe of Elune stuff.
Let the light
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that used to be something you didn't do in the zone. As is, maybe there was a bit of an intro. Wow, that was funny. Can we do that again? Of course, there he is. Lend a hand, huge ogre mound down the hill, splinter fist to ogres, kill the ogres.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay. So we're gonna start with the Worgen over here. And this is a collection quest, which most of these are so much better than they used to be. Sometimes you would get unlucky. You'd be like, collect 10 of these, and you'd have to kill like 50 goddamn things to get your 10. It could be brutal. The good old days. Ha! Ha, I say. You. Duh. Duh. And I poke you with a stick. Excellent. More corpse food. I was going really fast. Grab some rocks and stuff, because I'm here. Plus it's XP. I mean, I don't know if the mining, like, thematically, the mining doesn't feel like a very good fit. I mean, this is entirely, if you're new to WoW, or if you're making an alt or anything like that, it's always grab to harvesting professions. I bet you I can, yeah, I can herbalism these guys. Half-wilted flower. I mean, it's going to be some possible level ups. Actually, I don't know if you ever skill up your profession from doing the skinning of the plants. But anyway, speaking of skinning, I could, of course, just grab skinning instead of mining. I suppose I could switch. I've never done something like, say, jewel crafting. I could drop herbalism at some point and do jewel crafting. I could just save up all my ore that is prospectable. And, oh, hello. Okay, he stunned me and then just ran away. Oh no, I already interacted with it. That's it. Ready for turning. That's everything? Interesting. No, there's nothing there. Okay, how come I'm not getting a log of things over here? I think I got something broken in my chat setup I should look into. Oh my god, it's gonna dismount me. Oh my god. You non-druids have to put up with so much stuff. As a druid, you have to put up with very subpar DPS. As a feral druid, anyway. I don't know what the balance situation is, but I don't want to be a balanced druid. But the movement is so good. Alright, Apprentice Fess. I've got you the Deadly Vine. Okay, Sanity's good. Close call, but he ran out without harming you further. You might still be fighting it. Master Harris must know. Hey, level 24. I think that gives us a new ability as well. I guess I could leave this open. Yeah, we're getting Gilnean reputation. Interesting. Deliver the bundle of corpse feed to Oliver Harris at Raven Hill. So that's that. Now, I got Vampiric Touch, which did not get added. Okay, it's a damage over time that heals. So, do I want to just, like, drop both dots? 241 over 16 seconds. 351 over 21. I'm betting the DPS is relatively similar. Neither one of them generates much insanity. No, probably. Actually, I guess, like, the initiation might be start with Vampiric Touch, because it's got a cast time, then Shadow Word Pain. Something like that. We'll see. Alright, I'm coming down here. I'm going to clear this before I go to Raven Hill, which is way over here. Because most likely these quests will lead me that way. Did I just get... oh. Boom, boom. Now, we're not getting the full dot time. Which may mean, you know, it's not worth doing. I don't know. Now, I don't think this counts as a cliff, but out of curiosity. No, it doesn't even go down there. Yeah, it does count as a cliff, and it won't go down. Wow, that is really crummy. Oh yeah, I can't Vampiric Touch while walking. I gotta remember that. But this will work pretty good for, like, chaining multiple mobs. It's unfortunate the cooldown on Mind Blast is just slightly too long to make this ideal. Alright. I mean, we'll kill ogres as we move towards our goal. But I'm betting we're going to end up with, like, too many of them killed. Boom. Boom. Don't remember what I'm here for anymore. Oh yeah, Abercrombie's crate and classy glass. Why do I want the ogre's monocle? you're building a device. Right. Okay. Smash Void Elf. You don't even know what a Void Elf is. They should actually, like, put a little bit of special code in some of this to just have it, like, have us referred to as just elf. In fact, I don't think ogres should be smart enough to be able to identify between any kind of elf. So there should be some sort of, like, multi-tiered response to, like, for these, like, racial, sort of emotes that these guys do, that any mob does, based on, like, intelligence level. But I think I'm asking for, you know, a little much. But, you know, my immersion, though. I mean, the way I'm sort of justifying some of things going on, really, for most people, they're not going to be able to tell the difference between a generic, like, high elf classic ally of the Alliance that happens to be a Shadowpriest versus an actual Void Elf over here. Is that inside? Must be inside. Mm-hmm. Do. Zap, zap, zap. Kill you. Actually, it's feeling fairly good. It's still, you know, this whole insanity system, clearly not putting a lot into yet. Here, let's insanitize. Dot you and go. We'll loot you on the way out or something. Who's the guy I'm here for? Oh, probably back there. Dot, dot. Dot, dot. Hey, it's like I'm playing a Warlock again. I actually did consider making this character a Warlock. I actually also considered making this character a Mage. So I like Warlock because thematically it could partially... Well, not really, because they're Void. They're not Fel. Mage could sort of work because there's this whole, like, thing with arcane magic and elves and things like that. And I've never really played a Mage. I've got, like, a level 20 Mage who is, at this time, simply my auction alt. One day I would like to level them up and see how it goes. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, I think the quest circle is just slightly off. Because this is the guy I've got to kill. Right, he's got a lot of juice in him. Let's flay his mind some more. Yeah, and we got an ad. Do that, do that. And I mean, this would be a pretty good case for using the void form, but done. All right, monocle. But yeah, so I hadn't actually done the mage, and I was like that, but I also haven't done a priest, and the Shadow Priest lore is just such a good fit for this. I mean, you know, there's the greater element of, like, the balance of light and shadow, and, you know, shadow doesn't necessarily have to be evil. I don't know, that sort of thing. So there it goes. I'm just a little concerned that, I mean, I'll have to be, like, really strict with my queuing if I do any dungeons, to be like, no, I'm only queuing for DPS. Because I know me, what'll happen, I'll be like, oh, I want to queue faster, I'll queue up for DPS and healing. Because the thing is, I like healing, as my druid anyway. Maybe I'll hate it as a priest, I have no idea. But I want to roleplay the shadow thing. But again, balance of shadow and light. Maybe I could just do discipline healing or something, just be weird. I don't know how, like, discipline healing works in dungeons, if it's, like, super viable or not. I know that there was a time when there was, like, super OP crazy awesome in raids, because you'd do, like, the most healing and a bunch of damage at the same time as discipline, which was pretty cool.
Well met.
I don't think holy's a good fit for this character. It's, like, too much. Drop a few of them. Thank you. Done, done, done. Okay, we got turn-ins back there, but I think I'm going to go ahead to Master Harris. We can turn it in, and then we could fly back to Darkshire. I think that's going to be okay. What's our timer at? Oh, that's going to work out pretty well for a cut in here as well. We still have to turn in the stuff to Abercrombie, who I'm sure is a totally nice guy. Nothing bad's going to happen at all. So, I mean, I'm burning through these quests fairly quickly, because I mostly know, like, where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. You know, vague optimization of some of the toolbar stuff. If you haven't played WoW before, I mean, it's not going to be kind of this, like, burn through everything, ignoring the lore kind of stuff. And just, like, whack some dudes. I mean, most of the quests innately in any MMO is going to be mostly go here, kill some dudes. Or go here, pick up some stuff while killing some dudes. But, I mean, what you going to do about that? Okay, there's our flight quest marker. Ooh, and another random quest as well. Well, let's go and do the fight quest dude last. Oh, there's a bunch of quests just waiting, which is nice. General goods, we can sell. I have a mod to auto-sell stuff. Tragic Land, Dead Wanderer. Use Holy Censer to soothe 5 forlorn spirits.
We are bound
Okay,
by
so that'll
a
be
common
quest
name.
item to use for that. It's Jitters! Used to be
something?
alone over here, I think. They've got a whole little base camp happening now. Pretty sure Jitters used to be solo over here. Master Harris requires many reagents. Kill some spiders. Speaking of spiders, I gotta find a widow spiderling. Which isn't even showing up on my map. I have this set. So, if I clear this, these are all the places where you can find various things in this zone. Oh, I have the widow spiderling. It's just gray. Okay, it's not that I'm missing it. Okay. But I like to have this filter by show me things I don't have. You could say not maximized, which would show me everything I don't have a blue pet of. And depending on what I'm doing, I might want to do that. I guess this is where we have less than just uncommon. Yeah, so those are the spiderlings over there. But we'll just leave it at missing because it keeps it a little cleaner. We'll see what we can do. And we are going to turn in the bundle of corpseweed. I'm going to call it Pleasant, beg your pardon, a worgen at the farm. Oh, yeah, the bundle. Curse we cannot lift. What we do here is not a cure. Transformation cannot be removed once inflicted, but the mind can be restored through alchemy. Search the Adelstead for the lurking worgen and use Harris's ampule to tranquilize it. Alright. I'm going to go over here. Flight path. And probably go and turn in these quests over here in case they happen to give me some more stuff for this zone, for this area. Which might happen. In particular with Abercrombie, it might be a thing. So that seems like a good little bit of optimization. We got pet trainers. There's actually a pet trainer, yeah, right here, Eric Davidson, which I should be able to fight, actually. And you get lots more XP from fighting pet trainers. So we'll probably do that in more of the zones that we wander around in. I think you can only fight them once per day, though. I mean, I know they have a daily quest. Maybe you can fight them more and get more XP from that. I don't think that's the case. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching, folks. We're going to see you next time.